So we're here at Dragon Age, guys. It's finally here. It's finally happening. So, just a little recap. How I like to play Dragon Age, which I feel is the best way to really tell the story and kind of suck you in. Because the beginning is kind of, not slow, but it does a lot of world setup. So I believe the best ways to play are, best order to play is the Darkspawn Chronicles. Basically, what if you never played the game? What would happen to the world? Then Leliana's song to set up like set up events before the game. Then you go into Dragon Age Origins, then into Awakening, then Golems and Witch Hunt. I'll talk in more detail about them. I think I finally have decided that I am going to do a Dwarf Noble, and this is going to be fun.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation.
Yeah, my people.
Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. It may even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Can't be a mage. Something is going really weird with my computer right now. Okay. Well, we seem fine, so I guess that was just delay, maybe? Okay, well, anyway. No, we are making a noble. Oh, yeah. I really don't want to talk much because then I would ruin everything. I just love Dragon Age. I love everything about BioWare games, and especially because Andromeda's coming out. I mean, that's another conversation. Anyway, back to this. This is exciting, and I'll just let you watch. I'm not gonna say anything. Rogue is my favorite, and I keep trying to play other ones. I have other classes to kind of just, get away, but I miss my Ranger, so I'm gonna be going Rogue. Dwarf Noble. That is what I want to play.
Greetings.
That's right. I have to actually create. Oh man, who am I gonna make? People that don't believe in gods. How do I get rid of like this makeup stuff? That's cool. Make it really official, but no. Sometimes I wonder if I should just mod this so I can get more options. I like that one. Oh yeah, I can make myself look dead. Nope. I finally figured out what I want to play, but I don't know which character I'm gonna name this one. No. I like this preset. I do. Ah, noble. We'll go with Dianna. Dianna it is today. Oh, that's right, the voice.
Greetings.
Greetings. How do you do?
Greetings. Oh, my spell! This isn't working. Need something else. You're in my way.
Charmed.
Greetings. I cannot cast it!
Greetings.
Ah, that didn't work. My weapon isn't working.
How do you do?
Right. Not even a scratch? Greetings.
We'll go with violent. Violent it is. Okay. Alright, let's do it. That's right. I need a lot of decks. First things first, combat all the way. I can choose two, so I'm kind of not too worried. I'm gonna go with lockpick and stealth. We'll be playing normal because BioWare has basically 3 different games.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of 2 known remaining dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called Deep Roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the 2nd child of King Endren of House Aeducan, the 9th Aeducan ruler elected by the noble assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue, and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lady. You are dressed and ready. Excellent. I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, man. See, this is why I like the dwarf too. Okay, first of all, I play a lot of fantasy games, clearly, and I really enjoy them. And usually I'm usually never a dwarf because I'm just like, you know, they're usually mad or drunk. But in this one, oh, they're just done really well, and I really, really enjoy them, especially stuff like this. Should I bring a shield? No, I don't want to look fearful, so I can look, you know, powerful in front of them. Better safe than sorry because there is assassinations. Or let them see me as a warrior. I was gonna go with 3.
You couldn't look anything less than beautiful. The armor only accentuates it. Although the idea of you charging naked into battle holds a certain appeal.
Jesus. Close the door and we'll talk more about naked. Oh, wow.
One can't take all this marching about and speech-making too seriously. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances. The usual. This lord had my cousin killed, this lord seduced my wife, this lord did the exact thing I'd planned to do to him, but he did it first. They pose and bluster, and each pretends he is the honorable man in a den of thieves and assassins. Bah. The rest is worth seeing, though. As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Rumor has it that Harrowmont hopes you'll be swept off your feet if a well-placed young nobleman wins the provings in your honor.
Perhaps I'll go to the proving. No. That's not likely to happen. Let's go with one. I could use a little sweeping off my feet.
Then shall we go watch nobles flail at each other? With you as always, my lady. The day is ours until the feast.
Yeah, gifts. So you got me a sword, and I'm a freaking rogue, man. King Hadouken. Anyone else have fun saying that? Hadouken. I'll probably look back on this and regret doing that, but for now, it's hilarious.
Got it.
Nice, it all works. Gotta have the setup. Most important thing about anything in life is organization and setting things up. That's cool that it starts me off with my gifts. It's kind of cool. I guess that's what that patch was. Which I was surprised to see a patch on Dragon Age Origins. I don't want blood magic. I could use a shield, but I guess not today. Requires a key, huh?
Lord Balin? Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry for how...
Now's better than later.
Okay, so why were you freaking out?
I'll get on it.
Oh, he's on the other side. Be with you in a second.
I'll get on it.
Increase monetary gain.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me.
It seems she's one of your brother Balin's newest, companions. Prince Balin is attending the feast being held in Lady Iduken's honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would return to... I am sorry. I will show myself out. With your leave, my lady.
Gorm, tell her that she may leave.
Thank you. I will go now.
So my brother has people. Letter from... Oops, no. How do I see that letter? Noble Feast. Codex. Okay. Sorry, I thought you were the print. No, it's a log. But I want the... I said it was in the codex, right? Right. Okay, well, no, I want to see the letter. He's giving her jewelry.
Ancestors watch over you, my lady.
Let's check around a little more before we leave.
Good day, Lady Aducan.
Lady Aducan. Oh, I guess I have to go to the proving.
You sure you want to go to the feast now? I doubt we can escape to see the provings once we're inside. I can't wait to see who's fighting today.
I am proud to serve the Iducans.
I think this time have the helmet off. How do I do that? I thought it was in settings, but I could be wrong.
Got it.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the Diamond Quarter during these celebrations.
I'm sure we can work this out reasonably. It's in the records. There's nothing I can do. Please, Master Volney. My work is accredited by the Shaper.
These books are lies written by the enemies of House Volney.
I write only what I find in the ancient records. Lady Iducan, you can vouch for my work, can't you? Your father loved my History of Iducan, Paragon King, Peacemaker.
This worm has written a book that slanders my house. It doesn't matter, it's all lies. He says that Volney, the Paragon who founded my house, known throughout the world as the greatest of men, was a fraud.
Not precisely. When the Assembly names a Paragon, that man or woman is then, by definition, everything one can aspire to be in the world. They form their own noble houses and are revered as living ancestors. But paragons start off as men.
Volney was more than a man.
I see, so you're just mad. Yeah, what were the Aedukans like before paragons?
Aeducan was much loved, but he was still a man. He was plagued by melancholy, and his fervor regarding Orzamar's safety bordered on obsession. When Aeducan was proposed as a paragon, only one lord in the assembly objected. The others savagely hacked him to death. Aeducan's motion passed without a single dissenting vote.
Unlike Volney, is that what you mean, old man?
Volney became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery. The records of that vote are kept in the Shaperate and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
You're taking his side? What if he published a book like this about your paragon Aeducan?
Aeducan. The truth is more important.
You would not say so if it was your house, but I shall respect your wishes. For now. Excuse me, Your Highness.
That fool has no idea how weak his house is or how low he sits in it. Shall I have him killed, my lady?
Really?
Well, historically, it has been prudent to eliminate a small threat before it becomes larger.
Oh man, this is a tough one. Yeah, he would rewrite history. I don't like that.
How do you want it done?
Let's do it quietly.
Understood.
You've shown yourself more daring and aggressive today than most believed of you. Someday I hope to write of the great exploits you are sure to perform.
Word has been sent. He won't live past the hour.
You've shown House Aeducan a friend to research, history, and the glory of our people. Of course. I have much to document and organize. Good day, Your Highness. And thank you.
For such a small bolt of cloth? That's outrageous. You certainly have some gall, merchant.
But my lord, these are surface silks.
Have you
dyed
heard
with
about
the
tomorrow's
finest
assault
saffron
on
and
the
indigo
Darkspawn
and embroidered by
burrows?
skilled elven tradesmen. I've seen Prince
They say
Balin
they are going
Aeducan
to strike
himself
a blow
wearing
with
a
the
robe
Horde,
made of something
but
quite
rumor
similar.
has it they are
So I
actually
pay your
searching
exorbitant
Bronca.
price,
The
only to end
Paragon.
up looking like a
Why
poor
search?
imitation
The
of Prince
ancestors
Balin.
have risen her up to join
You'll
them.
get no coin from
You
me.
don't think she's
But
still
that's
out
not what
there?
I meant, my lord.
Impossible.
My lord!
Okay, so I gotta watch when I move. There's so many conversations going on.
No sign of trouble here.
My Lady Aeducan, you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares? Please, look as you will.
Noble clothing. What I need is bag slots. Do you have bag slots? 'Cause that's what I need. I don't even know what this is used for. There's still items in this game that I still don't know what they're used for.
The finest in home decorations!
Nothing beats a good set of steel cutlery.
Our trust follow, big sister. How surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my siblings second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
Your lack of a sense of duty to your house is obvious. I can't imagine why you are receiving a commission. I expect after tomorrow I'll spend much time apologizing to the heads of the noble houses for the deaths of their children under your incompetent command.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it, Trian?
As heir to the throne, it is my duty to impart wisdom and judgment upon those who need it. Now then, you, get to the feast. That's my proper, dutiful sister. I'll be along later to toast your command. Come, Balin.
That was fun. Nothing like being talked down to by the next king.
He does mean well.
You always defend him. I wish I had your understanding.
It's all about the duty and family.
Look at this piece, darling. It rivals even the work of the Paragon Smith herself.
Nonsense, woman. Your words bring shame upon our house. See how the edges are rough and pitted? Would you compare this to Branca's work? Trust a woman to speak of things she doesn't understand.
Oh, jeez.
Be quiet now and pray the ancestors deliver Branca back safely.
My Lady Iduken, nothing here rivals your amazing Iduken armor, but if you wish something made...
You know very well House Iduken has its own royal armorers.
Of course. Forgive me. You honor me, Your Highness.
You have metal, though. I might take the metal. And you have shields.
What about that one?
I doubt he's up to the task. I'm not going down that road again.
Oh, I would love to end up with a red head.
Would that Sir Blackstone were a noble, hmm? Stand up straight. They're coming.
Greetings, my lady. May I say you look striking today. Is this your paramour? He wears both his vambraces, unmarried and eligible.
I'm flattered, ladies, but I'm not a noble. I'm a knight of the warrior caste.
Warrior caste isn't bad.
Telly, we didn't pay gold for these permits to take warrior caste.
I guess you're right. Sorry, sir.
Jeez.
Not exactly, my lady.
They're noble hunters, my lady. Because a man takes his caste from his father, they hope to bear a noble lord's son. If a noble hunter succeeds, she is raised up to join the house as a concubine to care for her son. It brings new swords to a house, so many nobles look favorably on such women.
Yeah.
Yes, my lady. Good luck, girls.
Yeah, it's interesting, but no.
Oh, Lady Iduken! Here, in my booth! I am so...
Oh god, okay, well there goes that.
He's fainted. You make quite the impression these days. Is it hard to be the king's child, never able to just blend in? As are we all. Shall we move along?
Only the freshest food for your noble table.
Greetings, my Lady Iduken. I am so honored to have you visit my booth. I have a proposition, but I dared not approach.
Yet you dare now. Very well then, speak.
Yes, just so. Here's the thing. What I mean to say is... Sorry. So nervous. I had a dagger made, for you, as a gift for your first command. Sent a messenger to deliver the dagger to you. Prince Trian had him thrown out. I don't know what offense he caused, but I had him beaten severely.
What?
Here it is, Your Highness.
That's an amazing piece, merchant.
You do me much honor, sir. The blade has been crafted over a period of 2 years by masters of every art. I wish to bless the lady's first command and hope that someday, when she rules, she will wear it.
Trian is heir. He will rule when King Endrin returns to the stone.
If the Assembly wills it. Forgive me, sir, but whispers say the second child of Endrin will be chosen.
Whispers indeed. It's a princely gift. If Trian recognizes it, though, it may send the wrong message. Or the right one, depending on your view.
Thank you. You bring uncountable honor to me.
What he means is that you'll bring uncountable gold to him if you wear that piece in public.
I've never had that before. Huh. Yeah, I've never had that before, which is pretty nuts. I've never talked to this guy. I should probably talk to more people. Wow, look at that. Already have an electric dagger.
You are a treasure of House Hydukin, my
Most
lady.
exotic wares in Orzammar!
My lady, are you heading to the proving arena? We have been charged with the task of escorting you to the proving grounds.
I clean forgot about that. Forgive me, I should have informed you sooner. The king decided you are not to travel through the commons unguarded.
Will we be leaving then? We are at your command.
Okay. Much as I appreciate the long sword. Yeah. I forget what my controls are. Oh, there it is.
Your Highness, it is an honor to have you here. Have you come to watch these brave warriors do battle in your honor? Your presence encourages the fighters to greater feats.
See, I've never watched it. I've always fought in it. But it is tradition to watch, I guess. So let's try that.
I'll call the first fighters in a moment.
Oh wow, you actually watch it. as like a true noble.
I hope you're enjoying the proving so far.
I'm at your service.
My lady? Not much that you don't already know. My father's father was a great hero of the Deep Roads excursions and raised the family to the top of the warrior caste. He was even nominated to join the assembly and found a noble house, but the honor was in the nomination. He wasn't afforded a single vote. My father served your father for many years, and now I serve you. Yes, I yearn to face the Darkspawn and prove my worth as your second. May the stones support us, and the ancestors look down with pride. As you will.
Greetings, Lady Iduken. Are you enjoying the proving so far? Your presence will inspire these fighters to even greater effort.
This is the lead trainer of the provings, my lady. He teaches nobles from lower houses without their own trainers, and the best young men from the warrior caste. No. My father thought it was a waste to study dual-style combat, as I was pledged to be your second.
However, Sigorum has helped teach many classes on small-scale tactics, especially shield work. Did the two of you hear about the scandal here last week?
We've been preparing for tomorrow's battle, and have had little time for gossip.
The Grey Wardens are in Orzammar searching for recruits, so the warrior caste arranged a proving. The goal was for the Grey Wardens to recruit the winner, bringing him honor and a chance for glory. Well, yes and no. It was like nothing I've ever seen. Sir Everd, fresh from fighting Darkspawn, got dead drunk before the proving. Then some casteless bruiser took Sir Everd's armor, wore it, and won the proving. They took the imposter to jail. I assume to be thrown into the Deep Roads as meat for the Darkspawn. The warrior caste is in an uproar. An incident like this raises many questions.
You guys will see why that is funny later on. Yeah, it's another playthrough. I think that's the commoner playthrough, which is pretty cool. I am going to do that as well, because I will be playing this game probably 8 more times.
Well, how the brand got in here to begin with.
Or how a casteless learned to fight like that. They aren't even allowed to possess weapons.
I've heard they fight in the slums with the old cast-offs. I'm almost curious to see.
I doubt King Endrin would approve of that.
Ha! I suppose not. All right, I have to go check on the fighters. It was an honor to speak with you, Your Highness. My thanks. Sigorum, I'll see you later. Good luck tomorrow, the both of you.
Hey, where's the master?
I'm at your service.
Wow, so I just watch? Really?
My lady?
You heard the lady.
Your wish is our command. Do you wish to leave for the proving grounds, my lady? We are at your command.
I wonder. So, if I watch, then that's it? I just watch?
I'm glad to see you up and around. Would you like to congratulate today's winner? Then I shall call him. Franlin!
I am here.
Will you receive honor from Lady Iduken?
Of course. I am honored by your presence. Thank you, Your Highness.
It was a night of honor and glory that will be spoken of for years to come. Be well, all of you.
Fantastic! Just fantastic!
Good luck tomorrow.
My lady? Your wish is our command.
Okay, we'll see what that does, 'cause that's a huge change. Normally I fight in the provings. I guess it's time to go to the feast.
I'm at your service. I'm at your service. Good day, Lady Iduken.
Your father speaks highly of your skill.
House Volney will not miss that scum, Brunton.
I went to watch the provings. Most exciting.
Now's better than later.
Look, the Grey Wardens are here. The raid tomorrow must be more than a standard mission. The Wardens only go where the Darkspawn are the greatest threat.
My Lady Iduken, might I bother you for a moment? Many thanks for your willingness to hear me out, my lady. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent.
It looks as if the heads of House Bimo and Mino are keeping your father busy, which leaves you plenty of time for our dear old friend, Lord Dace.
You're a credit to your caste, Sir Gorham. I've always said so. If I had a daughter, I'd give her to you and make you the noble you deserve to be.
You honor me, my lord.
First, let me congratulate you on your commission. 2 of King Endrin's children now commissioned war leaders. It does great honor to your house. Of course, I didn't stop you just to express my loyal affections. There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week, and a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause. Oh, I would never ask a favor with nothing given in return. I propose a mutually beneficial arrangement. The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause.
Yeah, why are you so interested in this?
Those on the surface are our lifeline. They facilitate trade with the surface. They're honorable and, let's be honest. I don't care a whit for those who have wandered from the stone. My wife, however, is a gem of a different color. She has a cousin, a useless sort, but she's quite fond of him. He joined a speculative venture to the surface, hoping to make his fortune, and went bust. Now he wishes to come home, but he cannot, for he has no house and would be casteless. For my wife's sake, I take up his cause. Will you lend me your voice? I keep my ears to the stone, my lady. I hear many things, some of which could be a great help during your mission tomorrow. A little forewarning to help your forearming, if you know what I mean. When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. What could be more simple?
Seems a little shady, but I could always use a spy on the inside.
I am proud to serve the Idukans.
You know your name has been mentioned in the assembly.
May the Paragons watch over your command.
I am at your service.
Never be able to get that book if I would have just gone. Yes. This is why you look around. I'm gonna need all this loot. Oh, servants' quarters.
It is good to see you, my lady.
It's so different from the human noble.
You look radiant today, my lady.
I am at your service, my lady.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Experience a little bit. Elf root, probably the most useful ingredient. Okay, I don't think that's enough for now. Let's go talk to my father. Or Duncan.
You're a fool.
I'm a fool.
Your mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did.
Yes, excuse me?
Lord Dace is playing you false. Go ahead, be his puppet. Your first command will be marked by every major house turning their back on you. If you are to play in the games of the Assembly, make sure you know the motivations of the players. Last spring, a guild from the Merchant caste invested heavily in an expedition with a guild from the surface. Lord Dace backed the Merchant Guild, pouring a great deal of money into the venture. The expedition was a disaster. Lord Dace lost a great deal of money and prestige. The Surface Guild has no way to repay the investment, but it does have several leading members who are descended from noble houses. House Helmi, Bimo, Idukan.
She's saying that if the air-touched dwarves have their connections to their houses restored, you'll end up footing the bill for Lord Dace's disaster.
Oh, if I were 20 years younger, I'd bed you just to get some of that quick wit in my house. Your house and mine would be forced to pay the Surfacer's kin debts. It would be a great victory for Lord Dace. If you call his bluff, then you lose your chance to turn the tables. Let him think he has you. Smile and nod, and when he asks his question, tell him that the so-called Surface Caste are right where they belong. That should take Lord Dace down a peg or two. Good. Your house's reputation hangs in the balance.
Well, then what's your motivation for helping me? Because if it has Idukan members there, I would want them to come back in to make my house stronger.
You return. Were my instructions unclear? And what did she have to say? I see. Some preposterous story, I'm sure. I suppose it could. I mean, well, it's the spirit of the law that's important, right? Our poor, disenfranchised service brothers. Well played, Your Highness. Welcome to Assembly politics. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Not so fast.
You've won. Don't be stupid about it.
You forget who you're speaking to. This is the guest of honor and child of the first house of Orzammar.
For now. We shall see what the future holds. Trian's grasp on the throne is in no way certain, and much can happen before then. Now let me be.
Lords, ladies, Our Lady Iduken has challenged the honor of Lord Dace.
What's this? My little girl is already sharpening her claws?
Fantastic! I thought tonight would be all talk and drink. My lady, are you sure you wish to do this? You realize that it is Lord Dace's son, Mandar, a formidable duelist, who will defend the honor of House Dace in approving.
Three-time champion of the Great Provings, much decorated and heir to House Dace.
Very well. There is to be approving, then.
Let the ancestors judge who has the right of their cause.
To the proving grounds!
I hope I don't lose to him.
Men and women, lords and ladies, may I have your attention, please? We are gifted to have in our presence the Lady Iduken, in whose honor today's provings were fought. Today, House Iduken makes a challenge of honor against House Dace. These two brave combatants have come to prove the righteousness of their causes. The proving begins now!
So, let me see, what do I have here? I don't really have anything, really.
Let's see what you're made of! Let me see some blood. Someone's gonna fall and it sure won't be me! Excellent!
The proving is at an end. Mandar Dace has been found wanting by the ancestors, and House Dace is guilty of dishonoring House Iduken.
This is my fault. My son has died defending my honor.
I am sorry for your loss, Ronus. It was the ancestors' will.
Yes, the ancestors, I'm sorry. Excuse me, my king.
Wow, I just killed his son.